What is up, winners? It's DoubleWinning, and today I'm bringing you some ranked analysis that I promised here, and you're going to be seeing a lot of these. This is going to be my my road to platinum here, and I'm going to be going through every game I play. You might see some repetitiveness just because I'm going to be trying to play mostly champions that I'm pretty, I'd like to think pretty good with. I play a lot of weird champions in ranked just to like try them out. Not try them out, but like if I played like 1 or 2 games with them, I'll play them in ranked just to get like real practice with them, which is really not an effective way to get elo or rating or whatever. So in this game, you see I picked Fizz. I actually picked Fizz against Kha'Zix because I think Fizz excels really well against any melee mid, except maybe probably like Pantheon. Pantheon does really well. Basically, like Pantheon's going to beat almost anyone in lane. And I guess I mean any of the like melee like mid laners besides Pantheon. So like you're not going to see like a Darius mid, you know, like well, maybe you will, but you know what I mean. Like Kassadin, Kha'Zix, Katarina. I think Fizz does really well against these champions, and so what I decided to start out was I started cloth armor and 5 health potions. The Kha'Zix started health potions, crystalline flask, and sight ward. And he's actually blown through all of his flask already because I started with W and I just started laying down the hurt. The reason I can do this is because I take a little bit less damage from the creeps actually, as well as I have like I have the ability to move in between creeps, so it makes it really easy to harass him. So basically, when I killed my creep, I was just like, oh well, I'll just I'll go up and attack him when he goes for his. And then I was able to get in 2 autos, and his W is super strong, level 1. So passive 30 plus, I think it's plus 8 on level 1 because of how my runes and masters are set up. And then when I activate it, gives me another 18 damage. So that ends up making me really, really strong. Plus, if I'm in between the creeps, there's no way he's going to get me with the isolated damage. So I've got my first mistake coming up here pretty quick. I think... Oh, no. So I get ganked on later, so spoiler alert. But, yeah, so that was actually good of me, I think. I pushed my lane, and then I was able to go back. Whoa, I didn't even notice I got trapped on the tower there. I should probably pay attention to my champion when I'm walking back. But I went and got myself a Doran's Ring and a ward. Mistake I make here pretty quick, though, besides just general CSing mistakes, which you'll see me make a lot, it's just something I need to work on, is I don't actually ward. What you need to do is you need to pick a designated side that you want to ward, and you generally want to have a reason for it. So if you're going to be ganking bottom, it's good to ward the bottom side of your lane. That way you can get you know, a 2-for-1, being able to see if Kha'Zix wards there, so you can head down, as well as you want to hug the side that you ward. So right there, I go in on Kha'Zix, I get baited hella, and then Nasus basically gives me the old dog butt. And if I would have placed my ward, I wouldn't have died there. And so that was pretty unfortunate. So super fast mode there. I apologize if it gives you guys a little bit of a headache. But I am maxing my E. The reason I'm maxing my E is because I don't really want a prolonged fight against Kha'Zix. Otherwise, you know, I would max the W. I really just want to be able to clear waves and burst him if I need to. And you're going to see here pretty quick that I can definitely burst Kha'Zix. Even though he is rushing a Hex Drinker, I can definitely burst him. And what I'm doing here is I'm freezing the lane. That way Nocturne, if he wants to gank, he can. He did tell me that he wanted to wait until he was 6, which was fine. But he ends up not really ganking for me. And I end up just bringing the paint train to Kha'Zix. What I'm forcing Kha'Zix to do right now is he can only last hit with his Void Spikes, which is going to use his mana, which he doesn't have a tier yet, so he's going to run out of mana eventually, and plus he has like chances to miss the creeps. I think I actually go in on him, yeah. So I knew he was going to be going for that cannon minion, so I decided to take that opportunity to go for a little QW, and then I end up using my E to clear. Little technique I learned there, you can QW in, and then once you E, generally people are going to think that you're about to E out. If you E back onto him, you have a point-blank shark that you can nail on him, and with my pretty much 25 CS lead, and the fact that Fizz's level 6 burst potential is insane, plus I think I used Ignite as well, which I probably didn't need to use Ignite, but, you know, kill secured, whatever. I was able to absolutely obliterate him there, and so that's another reason I really like the Kha'Zix, or the Fizz Kha'Zix matchup, is just because Kha'Zix is never really going to get to a point, like, he doesn't hit a super power spike like you do, so you can basically take advantage of that and pretty much just destroy him in lane, especially since it makes your shark pretty easy to hit. Plus, if he uses his stealth, and you've hit him with a shark, the stealth isn't going to work. The shark actually gives vision, So sometimes you can actually hit him with a shark when he's used to stealth, and so that's pretty cool. I think I miss later on in the game, which is kind of embarrassing when he uses the stealth and then you miss. But right there, I get another free kill on Kha'Zix here. So one thing this is a big problem I have with this. Look at this. That actually happened in game where there's a little bit of lag, but as you can see, I pretty much win any all-in I get with Kha'Zix. What I should have done there, big mistake I made, I should have gotten behind him and then queued backwards, because it would have created me more distance, because this Nasus wants me. And so I flashed to try and give myself a little bit more time on cooldown, so you can see my cooldowns here. I actually didn't get the E off. If I would have gotten the E off, I could have E'd onto him and killed him. But unfortunately, I was not quick enough on the draw there, so I ended up actually dying. But Nocturne did pick up the kill, I believe. I'm not sure if I got the kill because of the tower, but either way, Nasus died. And I was like, Nasus, did I bang your sister or something? Like, why? What? And he's like, no, you just banged my mid laner. And I was like, oh, man. Because I am beating this Kha'Zix pretty hard here. I've gotten 2 kills on him. He got a kill on me when he got a gank, and then I'm about 30 plus CS on him, so pretty much destroyed him. And I think at this point I'm actually just going to get this mid tower. I actually think I get the mid tower, and then Janna puts the shield. I'm like, come on, man. And then so I'm able to back off here. And I actually realized I could actually kill this Kha'Zix there, but the Janna gets the shield off on him, and so I end up dying here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I got a little greedy there. If I would have thrown the shark right away when he was like right around here, like if you see, let's see here, let's just go jump back a few seconds here. So you can see I'm getting the tower here. Kha'Zix is going to loop around right here, and if I would have thrown the shark, like, so I'm going to be like right here, and he's going to be right here. If I would have thrown the shark here, or like even right here, there's nowhere he can go. So if I would have thrown the shark there and then used my combo, my W actually would have done more damage. And so I think there was actually a little bit of lag there on my E damage, which is unfortunate. And so right there, again, I made the Q mistake where I tried to get behind him, but I ended up actually queuing to the side. If I would have created more distance there, I might have been able to get away. It's not likely, but it would have provided me with the opportunity to have that chance to get away. So, you know, it's little things you can do with the mechanics of your champion that you need to remember to do. So right here you can see I rushed a Seeker's Arm Guard. This is something that I need to try and remember to do more often. Just because you have an advantage doesn't always mean you want to go full offense. If I went straight for Sheen, if I went straight for Sheen, then Kha'Zix has the opportunity to possibly kill me. So I didn't really want to give him that opportunity. But I'm not going to rush straight for Zhonya's because I'm not that scared. So I know Kha'Zix is in this bush. And I know their blue buff is up, so I actually decided to go in. I probably should have just thrown my shark right away, because I end up missing it here, like I was talking about. I tried to pull him into the shark. I end up actually getting him with the knockup. I missed the E damage because I double-clicked it, and so the range is shorter. But we decided, oh, well, we can still get ourselves a free blue buff. We're about to make a pretty big mistake here. If you look at the ultimates that are up, well, Vi's not up. My ultimate's not up. And we're going to go for Dragon here. Plus, I'm pretty low on health, so I can't really afford to make a risky play. Normally, I could just like go in, do a bunch of damage, take a bunch of damage, and then E out. But right here, I have to basically play like a baby right away. We should have backed off here. When she crescendoed, we still should have backed up, because as you can see, Kha'Zix has decided, I'm going to get you since you're withered. I actually queue back in because I wasn't going to get away. I was withered. My cooldowns were down. I felt I was going to die there. So that was my decision there, and they really need to back out of this fight because Rumble's coming in. Vi has been absolutely destroyed by this Rumble, which is unfortunate, but I don't even think Vi's that great of a top laner, so I can kind of understand. But Vi does prove her worth later because Vi's ultimate is absolutely stupid, and once I realized that this Rumble is worth a ton of gold, I basically abuse him, and you'll see that in a little bit here. So I'm back alive. I've got my ultimate up. About to, one thing I do in this game a lot, I do end up pick up my mid game farm pretty well. I farm a lot of creeps, jungle creeps later on, because the Caitlyn needs a lot of the lane farm, which I understand she is our AD carry. And so this is the start of the Rumble domination here. So he's not warded, so he goes to ward. We basically get a free kill off on him. Vi didn't really need to ult there, but I can understand you don't want the Rumble to get away after you've been kind of destroyed in lane. So we end up getting the top turret, and I go back, and I think I can get my Lich Bane, and yeah, Sword Boot. So I'm like, I just got a huge power spike here. If you guys have never played Fizz before, he gets such a huge power spike when he gets his Lich Bane. because it gives him 50 plus 132 damage onto his Q. Plus, you get your attack damage, plus you get your Q damage. So it's 200 plus 100 plus another 150. So your Q's gonna be hitting for like 450 damage. Plus you add your W damage, so basically 500 damage. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm only level 10. Like if you look at let's take a look at Graves' health here. Graves has 1500 health. So my Q, if we disregard resistances and stuff like that, does a third of his health. And that's just my Q. That doesn't follow up with the W damage I get from auto attacks. It doesn't include my Shark. It doesn't include my E. Like, it's so much damage. It doesn't include my Ignite. So it's that's why Fizz is incredibly strong at taking out single targets, as well as doing some decent AoE damage. So I actually bought a lot of wards here. If you check out 1, 2, 3. So I bought a pink ward and 2 green wards. I actually buy even more wards later on. This was something that I kind of picked up from watching some more of the LCS, or not LCS, World Playoffs, World Championships, excuse me. Gambit was buying so many wards. Like Alex Ish and Diamond Prox literally bought like 2 green wards and a pink ward every single back in mid game. And when you're playing, look at our team. We have Vi, Caitlyn Ultimate, Fizz, Nocturne Ultimate, and Sona. Like our pick comp is absolutely insane. And so right here we've got our team coming up. So I don't completely back out until right there, because at that point I've blown everything I have. But our team is coming up to clean up. And right here I was like, oh, you want to go? Like I'm pretty sure I could burst you. And so I'm staying around here to see if maybe there's an opportunity for me, but I still have to be super safe. And my team is basically going to clean up all these guys here. I don't think they get the Nasus, but I'm pretty sure they get the Graves, because there's basically no way the Graves is going to get away. But I don't think we get the Nasus, and we're actually able to get quite a good push in here, I think. Yeah, so we're able to get this tower, and I think we actually get the next tower here as well. I'm playing super, super unsafe, and the Rumble actually ends up getting me. I pinged the Rumble because I wanted someone else to take the tower aggro, and then so I end up getting pegged by the Flame Spitter and the Ignite. Sona puts the heal on me, but it wasn't quite enough to save me, so I end up dying, and then my team actually gets cleaned up here, which... yeah, so the Rumble ulti hits a super nice Rumble ulti, so Sona does a pretty good move there, pulling back a little bit to buy a little bit of distance there, and they actually end up getting Baron here, which I don't think we know. Let's see here. Yeah, we don't know that they're getting Baron, but I'm actually going to keep this Fog of War. I meant to keep this Fog of War on in the first place, but they end up getting Baron, but even then, like, we still have a pretty good gold lead on them. It's not like a huge gold lead now that they've gotten Baron, but we're not really that scared of them. So I think they decided to go make a play at the blue buff. So that's pretty nice here. If you look at my build, I'm actually going to be rushing Void Staff next. The reason I'm doing this is because if you look at Rumble, he's got a Negatron Cloak, Hex Drinker on Kha'Zix, and I think it's just the Merc Treads on Nasus. But basically, I didn't think I was going to be able to ramp up to... I didn't think I needed the Zonias quite yet, and I didn't think I was going to be able to ramp up to the Rabadon, so I decided to go Void Staff and then go toward my Zonias next, because at that point I would actually need to fear the burst. But at this point, I mean, Kha'Zix is super far behind; he can't really burst me, and then Zonias isn't really going to help me against the rest of their team. And so right there, I think I could have gone for like a long range Shark there and maybe tried to get Graves, but I didn't really feel comfortable with burning my cooldown. Since it is 65 seconds, it's not the best, or it's not the longest cooldown, but it is still pretty short. And Caitlyn, I don't know what she's doing here. She ends up having to burn her cleanse for no reason, just because she was way out of position there. I don't know why. But yeah, that's fine. At this point, I think we're just kind of farming. I think I go back here pretty soon and get like 4 green wards. Let's see here. I believe Void Staff, and okay, so then my next back I get like 4 green wards, and basically because I just want to try and set up enough wards to get a pick comp here, and so they decided to push top, and so I'm like, okay, let's just push mid, and so I throw a Shark out. I wanted my team to follow up there because we do have Caitlyn ult and Nocturne ult, but they decided that wasn't their choice, which is fine. Like, I probably should have communicated a little better there. And so they need to get out of here because it's a 3v2 at this point. The Rumble ulti goes across. He's already spell shielded, so Nocturne pulls back in because he knows he's going to die. Allows the Caitlyn to get away. The Sona, I don't know what she's doing there. She needs to get the hell out of there. But we end up getting a tower, and they got the top tower, but this tower is worth way more. And plus we have an open inhib, so the further we can push in here, the better. Vi actually, Nasus had like 100 health, and Vi wasn't able to clean it up, which is too bad. And so now I'm back up. So as you can see, I've got the 4 green wards. I think I placed them like all around here just because I want to control their top jungle. I bought probably 11 or 12 wards this game. I bought my lane wards, and then I bought. Oh, right there I should have just sharked. If I would have been able to dodge the tornado, I would have at least been able to blow her ult cooldown, which is on a lot longer cooldown than mine. I ended up blowing my ult there because I was trying to save the Kha'Zix from killing Vi, but just a little too late there. I probably should have headed up and then just cleaned him up afterward, since he's probably he blew his ultimate cooldown and his ignite already, so it would have been a pretty easy kill. But hindsight is 20/20. I decided to play some wards up here. I wanted to go for this Janna, but I didn't have my ultimate. So if you're an AP mid with a low cooldown ultimate, then you can basically just pick off supports for free and create a situation where the enemy team can't really do anything. And I didn't even know they added this to spectator mode. That's pretty cool. I just noticed this. I thought that was just something that an overlay they just threw into like LCS and World Championship, which that's pretty cool there. I didn't know that. So yeah, right now, if we look at the gold, we've got 41.8 thousand to 37,000, so we have about a 5,000 gold lead, 6 towers to 3. We have an open inhibitor, which we haven't really made a play on yet, but that is going to be pretty big deal later on. If we look at the CS, we've got even CS up top, even though Vi did lose top pretty dang bad. I think the 2 ganks in a row on Rumble really helped her out. Jungle, we have basically double the CS on their jungle. I have 60 CS up on Kha'Zix. Caitlyn is 20 CS up on Graves, and then the supports are pretty even there, except for Sona is going to have a bit more items there. She did go Michaela's Crucible, which is pretty cool. It'll help a lot against the Nasus with her because Caitlyn also has Cleanse, so having the double Cleanse will allow her to actually do damage in fights. And so at this point we decide, you know what? We're grouped. Let's just push top, see what we can do. We can try and get at least the inhib here. And so we've got all of our cooldowns up. They pretty much have all their cooldowns up as well. And so we decide to go in. And so Caitlyn just pokes a little bit with her ultimate. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I'm just trying to get some damage off on the inhib. I actually throw the shark out. We insta-kill Kha'Zix with the Vi Fizz ult there. And at this point, I'm taking a ton of damage, so I need to back out. I wait just a little bit there. I actually get the Michaela's on me, I believe. And then I Q in, get myself a nice kill on Nasus there. I get myself a triple kill, but then the tower aggro plus the Janna Tornado is able to kill me, but we were able to get 3 for 1 so far, and the inhibitor, and I think they actually push up onto this Nexus tower here. Let's see. So we end up getting a Nexus tower, and then I believe at this point they back out. At least they should. Yeah. So they back out here, and then we decide we need to go back and get ourselves a free Baron here. And so I wasn't able to get home guards there. I could have gotten the home guards, but I decided Zonius would actually be more useful because in that situation, Zonius actually would have saved me. And so, but I just basically E my way on over. And so we're kind of doing the Baron dance a little bit here. We're quite a bit stronger than them. We have basically more completed items than they do. And Vi, I don't know why she built so aggressively. She should have just built a lot tankier since we have enough damage from Caitlyn and I. But yeah, it's like she's just me. Oh! What a sick shark! Like Caitlyn actually doesn't end up getting her ult off there, but it just goes on a super short cooldown when that happens. But like let's just take a look back here. So he's in the bush. Oh, where is he? Right there, sucker! Boom! Hedge! Oh, just kidding. I'm the fish master. I am the sniper. And so I absolutely obliterated the Graves there, which is pretty cool. And then at this point, we're just trying to clean them up. And then I thought we get Janna here in a second. I actually didn't even notice Janna was there, so I'm just going in. I get her with the old QW, and then Nocturne gets the kill. And at this point, we have a pretty big wave coming in. I believe we have like 3 super creeps, and so I think we decided to actually just end the game here. Yeah, we end up killing the Kha'Zix pretty easy. Rumble throws out the ultimate, and then we're just like, well, whatever, we'll just kill the freaking Nexus. And so we're pushing the Nexus, and that's going to be game here in a second. It's actually a kind of a struggle here to kill the Nexus, but you know, we end up pushing it in. I think I die here. I didn't get to activate my Zonias because I'm a herpity derpity derp. But yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other ranked analysis gameplays if you want to. I'm going to be having a couple more of these. I know I didn't really do particularly that great. I went 8, 8, and 4. But as you can see, I still had a pretty good impact on the game. A few mistakes I definitely could have cleaned up. I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing more of these ranked analysis gameplays, as well as you are going to see a lot of gameplays where I definitely don't play perfect, as well as you're probably going to see some losses. So prepare yourselves for that. But hopefully you guys appreciate that I'm going to be putting up more videos. I'm about to hit 7,000 subscribers. That's so freaking awesome! But as always, guys, stay classy. You know, as I squeal like a high-pitched little girl, and keep winning. You guys are the best. Seriously. Seriously, you guys just so good. If you guys haven't checked out my previous video talking about the RP competition, as well as the ranking competition, rating competition, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but basically it's just tracking your wins and losses through ranked in a spreadsheet, as well as a video if you want to. And you'll be submitting those into me later on. And yeah, I've got an outro here, and you'll see it right now. If you guys want more League of Legends content, I've got my Fizz guide on the right. If you want some Don't Starve finale depressing video, left click, put the button on the it's really sad, guys. Just click the one on the left if you want to see me like cry forever.